Why are you hitting her?
Yeah, I've never hit her.
You're hitting her right now.
No, I'm grabbing the bag.
Well, you didn't leave her at the Speedway because I have video.
On the night of May 18, 2021, on Westerville Road in Blendon Township, an argument between Antony Phillips and his girlfriend Jamie Fulton escalated into a tragedy. Investigators revealed that Phillips beat Fulton unconscious and dragged her onto the busy roadway where she was struck by multiple vehicles while he walked away one. When brought in for questioning, Phillips initially denied any physical violence, claiming he was merely attempting to retrieve his bag of belongings.
I just sat in jail for 4 months on a DV with you. You know, you dialed 911. Why aren't you dialing 911 for the situation you're in? And she was like, I didn't have my phone, and they surrounded the house, 2 dudes and a woman. I'm like, so you want me to have my mom bring me there? My mom is like totally not that type of person. So like, she's not even really allowed at my mom's house because she is always on drugs. So my mom doesn't, my mom's trying to help me get my life together. So me being around drugs, I would lose my mom for sure. So kept telling her, call 911, that's your best option, or why don't you call your dad? Anytime we've ever gotten into it and you call your dad, he comes. So why are you not calling your dad? She's like, well, all right, I messaged him, he's asleep. I'm like, okay, well, take off running out of the house and scream and yell, because, white girl in Linden area, oh, you're definitely going to get noticed. So, because that area is hellified crazy. So, I'm like, that's all you gotta do. Then she's like, oh, my dad answered the phone. He said the same thing you said, dial 911, but he's coming to get me. So I said, all right, well, that's a plus. So I'm like, well, you can either come to me or you can go to his house, but they wouldn't let her stay there. So that's why she would be in the street. So I violated ankle monitor because—
You did?
Yeah, I've been on ankle monitor, I was working everything. I started a second job because I tried to get us a place. So I started working a second job, and then that's when they said that I was under violation for the ankle monitor because I couldn't be out like that. So my ankle monitor dude said, look, I'm done, ankle monitor's done, talk to your attorney, you get a court date, show up to the court date. That's the last thing I can say. Say, if you got any questions, talk to your attorney. I feel like it seemed like everybody thinks we were in an argument, but it wasn't an argument. It was more—
You were trying to get your clothes.
Yeah, it was not even— I really didn't care. I just was hurt that, she's not comprehending what she's doing and how she's acting and looking. She wasn't comprehending that. So it's just looking bad. So that's when she was like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. So that's when I said, fuck it, okay. Well, you don't want to give me my stuff, and you're making me look bad, grabbing for it, and it looks like I'm taking your stuff.
This is Speedway line?
Yeah, it's like it's making it look like I'm taking your stuff when really, my stuff is in his bag. So I'm just trying to get that. So we got to doing that, and then she got to walking out in front of the cars, and I'm like, calm down. And
now, where was that at? She's walking out in front of cars?
Yeah, this is all side Speedway.
Okay.
So I'm like, David, stop. Like, you're doing absolutely the most right now. And then a person pulled up, and they're like, look, why don't you just give them the stuff, and y'all just go on by.
Somebody actually stopped?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are out in the road, like where cars have to stop?
No, they're on the side.
Okay.
And then I was like, this is retarded. Even the person's like, look, just give him the stuff back because he's trying to go, And then there was
Are you talking about you guys right here?
Yep, that's us.
As the interrogation continued, detectives confronted Phillips with security footage showing the couple walking along the road right before the incident. Despite being shown the photographic evidence, Phillips maintained his narrative, insisting they were only disputing over his clothes and that he was the one trying to leave the situation.
That looks like a gray shirt to me.
That's the button up.
That's the button up. Okay, and that's her. She was actually wearing a white shirt.
That's my shirt. She put my shirt over top. She's in all black.
Okay.
Yeah, she just, that's what it is.
So this is as you guys were
arguing. It was
arguing.
getting colder.
Okay.
So she put my shirt over top.
And you guys, she didn't want to give you your clothes,
Yes.
and you guys are walking towards Westerville Road at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So that's when I left.
Where did you last see her?
At Speedway.
At Speedway, like right here?
Me walking off.
Well, you didn't leave her at the Speedway because I have video of you two walking past Speedway and walking northbound on Westerville Road past that car lot. And you guys are getting into an argument. You're going back and forth. Kind of similar to what you told me.
Yeah.
But you said you left her at the Speedway. See her? Is that you trying to get her out of the street?
Hold on.
See this car stopped here? You guys have already...
Yeah, that's the car that I waved down to stop.
Okay. You guys have already passed here. So this is you and her, right? And you're telling the car to stop?
Yeah, that car stopped and told her to give me the stuff.
Okay. What is she doing at this point as she's running? Is she trying to run in front of this car?
Yeah, that's me waving it down. That car stops.
Okay.
And that car...
What are you guys talking about at this point?
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm begging her to stop. I'm begging her to please get out the street, just give me my stuff, and let's just stop this.
Why are you hitting her?
Yeah, I've never hit her.
You're hitting her right now.
No, I'm grabbing the bag. I was trying to grab the bag, and she was pulling on the bag.
So is that your phone light? What are you looking for?
Yeah, I had a phone. I had a phone.
So you're moving there? Now why are you dragging her into the middle of the road?
That's not me dragging her, that's me I have a bag.
No, she's right there.
Yeah, and I have a bag. And I'm pulling my bag, trying to get my bag, and my phone's in my hand too.
But you're still dragging her, and you leave her in the middle of the street.
I have a bag.
But look at this. The bag's attached to her.
No, the bag. She has the bag on her hand. She's not wanting to give it to me.
Okay.
So then that's when I said, "Fuck it, whatever," and that's when I walk away. That's when I left.
Why didn't you leave her onto the side of the road instead of in the middle of the road?
What do you mean leave her?
You left her. This is her.
Yeah, she's sitting there. She was just sitting there like, "Don't leave me."
Right here?
Yeah. She's sitting there saying, "Do not leave me." Why? How can you do this to me?
So she's yelling that as you're pulling her.
She's talking like she's not wanting to give me my stuff because she didn't want me to leave.
Now your phone keeps going up. It looks like
my phone's in my hand. And that's me. I got a phone in my hand and I got one of the straps pulling.
So there she is right there.
Yeah.
In the road. Why didn't you help her back off the roadway? It's in the middle of the night.
Well, she wasn't listening and doing anything. She didn't care. She didn't give a fuck because I didn't want to go to a meth house.
You guys love each other. You still, no matter how much petty she does.
Definitely. Go back a little bit.
She's not moving.
Go back. She was laying there saying, "Don't leave me."
Look.
Yeah. You can go back. You see my phone's in my hand.
I see your phone. I see your light. Yeah.
You see that. So,
yep.
And that's my left, the phone's in my left hand. My right hand is broken. Look, this is broke.
Are you sure you didn't injure it more by
Definitely.
this?
Look at my hand. It's not injured more.
So, look.
It's not.
She never moves.
Yeah.
She never gets up.
She had already been saying she wanted to commit suicide.
But look. Okay? She's not moving at all. So, I understand you say she wanted to commit suicide. But as much love as you say...
And we on being on drugs?
As much love as you say you have for her, you would still want to get her out of the middle of the street. You do not want her to die.
I tried and yelled at her. I straight told her, "Get out the ride."
Where were you after this? Did you just walk home?
No, I was at my mom's house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did you walk home?
My mom's house is not far from right there.
Yeah, it's right
so
off.
So that's when I went to my mom's house, and that's when I let my mom know. My mom's like, "Hey."
Look. She got hit by a car there.
When? I
Okay.
still haven't seen a car here. Dude, like, I don't understand why.
She's not moving at all right here. She's still not getting up. She's not moving. I don't see an arm move whatsoever. Cars are passing her. You're on your way home to Mom's house.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be arrested. I had domestic violence with her. I didn't want any of them issues anymore. So that's why I said, look, I'm just going home.
Well,
And she did that also in Morrison, Cleveland.
yeah, but she didn't get hit.
No,
See this?
No, because I was fighting
See
with her.
that?
Wow.
5 more times. 5 more times.
How?
How? You left her
So
in
I'm
the middle of
getting
the
blamed
road.
for her murder when she got ran over by a car.
Because she was already beat and assaulted by you and was motionless in the middle of the street.
I never assaulted her. I was grabbing for my bag and stuff, which Speedway, all that show. I mean, you can see it.
I have more of these.
Yes.
These are
You see
you
that
on
bag?
your way.
You see
I
that
see this bag.
Yeah.
I also saw the bag at the crime scene.
We went there, she would be there.
You've lived there pretty much all your life.
Yes.
You know how busy that roadway is.
Uh,
You know it's very dark right there.
no, it wasn't dark.
At no point should you have ever left, beating her or not. The
I
one
never
you love in
beat
the middle of the
her.
road.
And she leaves all the time.
So then Mom tells me that you called her in the middle of the night crying, and then when you got to her house after you left Jamie, that your hand hurt
I
and
went
your
to her
shoulder.
first.
His side and shoulder, he said his hand was hit by a car, and he heard a noise that makes him think she got hit by a car. This is before you even got to Mom's. This
No,
is as soon as
I
you
was
got to
at my
Mom.
mom's when we
Right.
were talking. I never
But
called her. My phone
you
doesn't
said
work.
earlier you left and you didn't know. You just heard all the sirens and went down.
Yes.
Mom's saying you said that as soon as you got to her house that she got hit by a car.
No.
And that your shoulder and your hand was hurt and that it got hit by a car.
No, I never. Nobody got hit by a car.
So Mom's lying to me.
No, Mom
Your
did.
mom.
My mom didn't know anything, and I'm sitting here like my hand. You can see my hand is broken. So when I'm telling her like, Mom, I'm trying to get my club, my bag, and she says y'all are fighting again. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get back. She wouldn't give me my stuff. She was like, you just need to leave her alone. I said, Mom, that's why I left. I'm tired of everybody telling me to leave her alone, leave her alone. She's not cooperating when she gets on. When y'all doing y'all drugs, neither one of y'all are paying attention to what y'all doing. Like,
Well, we did a search warrant on Mom's house that day.
yeah, my mom told me.
We found your clothes with blood on it.
She had no blood. I don't know anything about that. So, and
You
I
had
wore them.
blood probably from punching her.
Then my hands would be cut, sir. There's no cuts on my hands.
Well, not now. It's 2 weeks.
There would be any
Your
type
hand-
of mark.
You said your hand was broken.
Yeah, my pinky has been broke. My pinky's been broke, though. I have doctor's appointments and all.
And then Lloyd tells me that he made you leave his house at 6 o'clock the next morning because he woke up and saw the news. Gave you $5 to get on the bus. And
No,
drive
he
there.
didn't make me leave. I only went over there. They're getting kicked out of their house, so they're not allowed to have company over there. So my brother woke me up and said, hey, bro, they're saying she was ran over by cars. I said, huh? I said, well, where's she at? Like, is she still at Grant? He's like, no, it's the corners that's saying that. I said, well, I'm not understanding. I got up and I was on my way to Grant, and then I got a call. I got to Grant, and I got a call from my sister. My sister was like, look, don't go there, and we're talking to her dad and them to see what's going on. So at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, Mom. I called my mom back. My mom's like, what happened? Who got hit by a car? What went down? I'm like, Mom, they're telling me she got hit by cars. And my mom's like, well, you told me that she was in a walkway she was trying to get hit by a car to commit suicide. And that's why I told you to leave her alone. I said, yeah, Mom, but I was way out.
Why did you hide from us so long?
I never hid
for 2 weeks. You knew. I
never hid anything. What I did was I was already on the run.
You were on the run already.
Yeah, I was already.
Your felony rape and GSI.
Yes, so I was already talking to Jason.
I have obtained 2,500 different documents from Facebook messengers. I have all your conversations.
Yes.
I have all your downloads on your phone data.
Yep.
I have everything. You knew what happened that night.
My mom told me all I needed to do. She said, "How many days or whatever you need for us, and I'm gonna take you to talk to you guys."
Mom told me a week and a half ago that you were going to turn yourself in.
Yes, I said, Mom, a couple of days, because you know what? I talked to my attorney, Jason. He told me not to talk to you guys. He said, do not talk to them. I don't see anything on anything. I'm like, well, my mom is telling me that they're wanting to question me about what's going on. So I'm like, what do I do? He's like, don't talk to them. You don't talk to anybody but me. And you see, I'm here still. I'm talking to you. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then why can't you enhance it to see that I was never assaulting her? I was grabbing my back.
I have. I just watched the same thing.
And you see, I have a whole cell phone in my hand. So I'm assaulting somebody with a cell phone and grabbing the back. Where's these other arms coming from? I don't understand that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm holding my cell phone.
That video is clear.
And it shows
you were striking her.
It shows I'm holding my cell phone. And then it shows me grabbing the whole strap of the book bag. I'm pulling on one half of a book bag because she has the other half on her.
It shows her north of Jordan's, running south across the street to the RV lot.
To get hit by a car.
Hang on.
Hang on.
In that lot, she is down on the ground and you're assaulting her.
She
You're
sat down.
striking her.
After the car passed.
So she sat down.
After the car passed and said, give him his stuff so he can go, because that's what's been said. She sat down on the bag.
So you're punching her to get her off the bag.
I didn't punch her. I was grabbing for the book bag, and she had my cell phone too. But she dropped the cell phone, so I picked the cell phone up off the ground. And then it was because she went to put the other side of the book bag on. As I grabbed the cell phone up off the ground, she goes to put the other side of the book bag on. So then that's when I grabbed the other strap to the book bag, and I'm pulling on it.
Antoine, any reasonable person.
Now she's laying in the roadway after you drug her across the street, not moving, doesn't move again. If she was yelling at you, come back, I'll give you your stuff, she's not even moving.
She's not moving. She's not moving one bit.
That's exactly what I was.
So let me ask you this. Watching this video you saw now, I understand your side of the story. You have your side.
You're not.
But do you think 12 reasonable jurors is going to believe that story? With this video we have right now, enough evidence to
there should be
murder.
Why don't you have the more video? That's to see her following me from there to the speed.
I have 45 minutes of video. I have you guys walking down Morris Road through the gas station lot of Speedway. I have you walking across here and arguing for 15 minutes at 3 in Bennington from the 3C Food Mart video. I sat there and watched you guys pace back and forth, argue until she tries to run from you and you assault her.
So you seen me waving down cars to stop from hitting her. You seen that part too then, right?
You have your story and I have real evidence.
And then I have a whole, I don't understand how you say I'm assaulting somebody with a phone in my hand and trying to grab for a bag. How is she being assaulted?
You're punching her, striking her with your fist.
I'm not punching or striking her. I'm pulling a bag and she's yanking it from me.
Well, that's what we have on here.
So
that's what
you guys
actually
are
happened.
just you're just saying that. You're just putting that shit on me. I don't understand.
No, we're not. The video, your first statement, Antoine, was that you left her at Speedway and went home.
Yeah, we were on the side. I said the side of Speedway.
That's what you said. That was it. And that you just tried to get the bag, said no, you tried to grab the bag one more time, and then you left. and it was right there at the
That's
speedway.
exactly what I just did.
This does not show that. This shows you were
grabbing my
almost at
bag, she
Bennington.
pulls it back.
There's video from another station that shows you arguing with her for a long time at Bennington, and then it shows her running away from you and you tracking her down. You did have a phone in your hand.
Yeah.
We're not
She
gonna
said she was going to kill herself.
You are striking her, and then you drug her across the road and left her motionless in that roadway. She was not moving, and that's why I asked you specifically, what was going on when you left her in that road? What was going on? And you said she was screaming and yelling, but she's not moving.
Yeah, video
She was
doesn't
screaming
show
and
it.
telling me not to leave.
And you left her.
Because I had a whole probation violation warrant. The police have been called. I am not trying to get in trouble for domestic violence. So
Now
I
you're in
said,
trouble for murder.
this is crazy. This is unreal.
Well, we're gonna get your paperwork done here, okay? Unless Detective Moore has any other questions.
I don't.
Like, can I see that video again? Like,
I've already showed it to you several times. I get what you're saying. You're trying to get.
Striking her like she's not.
You know why you're not seeing it? It's because you don't want to see it. You don't want to
I don't
remember.
wanna see
You don't want to remember what happened that night because
I don't wanna
the person you love the most was left to die in the roadway, and she was ran over numerous times by cars. That was the worst possible death anyone could ever have.
I don't even like when I told she got hit by a car. I didn't even see how somebody could even hit a person with a car.
She's
Like,
laying down. People can't see. It's in the middle of the night. You left her laying in the middle of the roadway where people can't even see her. Those people.
when she was getting my stuff, I said that I left to go get my mother to come back to get my stuff from her.
It was too late.
That is the reason why I walked away, because my mother, I never called my mom.
How many domestic violence convictions do you have with her? How many DVs
I only
and
have
assaults?
one domestic
You have a
violence.
felonious assault you got charged with where
That's
you hit
the
her with
one.
a wrench.
And
you're
no,
telling me
listen, the police officer put that on me because I had left the scene. She showed up to court. She said numerous times. We went back to court that was a misunderstanding and that was not. I copped out to that charge for the simple fact I wanted to get out of jail. But she is staying, Holbrook, my judge Holbrook. She sat there and stated, he did not do this. So I don't know my record. Yes, I have
That doesn't
DVs.
mean it didn't happen.
Yes, I have
Yes, we
DVs.
can.
I have 2 other DVs on my record. I've been charged multiple times with DVs because I've always any girl I've been with loved. I usually always cheated or something was wrong to where I won't want to ruin my life. So I've dealt with that. Just like I'm facing a rape charge. Never touched the child. The child wasn't even ever around. This same woman that's charged me for rape, bonded me out of jail, was with me after that. I left her for Jamie, and that's when she tried to ruin my life. When I moved Jamie in because she wouldn't get out the house. So I literally was like, Jamie, will you please just come and be here so she will leave? And then that's when all hell went out. Just like she told the courts that I cut my ankle monitor off and was at her house. My ankle monitor is still clearly
I
on
think
my
you guys
leg.
are a bad combination together. You guys both.
And
get
a lot
angry
of
at
people
each other.
said that.
And I
Everybody
have
was saying
pictures
that.
of cuts
A
on
lot.
her from where she claimed you had cut her with box cutters that friends sent me. I have her with bruises. At the end of the day, you guys got a little out of hand here, and the anger got the best of you.
I do believe we had a bad 7 months. Yes, I agree, but I feel like drugs had a major part because we be broke,
Probably.
and then we be constantly chasing the situation. So I started bringing and realizing that from people. So I was like, you're right. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she would always run back. She would always follow me, or she would pop up to wherever I was at, like, hey.
But it would all start all over again.
A couple days later, I feel like she could get clean for a couple days, and then she'd be sick and need more drugs. And I would give it to her. Plus, You know,
You know what happens when you get rid of the drugs?
I think we both had mental issues, you know, but that's why she was setting me up and helping me going to the doctor. Like, I was going to Southeast to get mental help. I was putting me on medications. Like, that's what I've been dealing with. So I just didn't understand. Like,
They ain't the witness that or not.
No, I signed it already.
Okay.
We got it on video. Alright, well, I'm going to get this paperwork ready so we can get you downtown, get you booked on your warrants and your fresh charges. From there, I got to present all my evidence and everything I have on this case. I have about 3 folders about this size on this and the videos, and we will let 12 jurors in the grand jury decide whether there's enough to convict you or indict you on that charge.
anyway, like, how do I get my medication? I don't mind.
What medication you need?
I feel like my anxiety, it's just getting worse. I can't understand this.
Okay. Well, when we get down, we'll have a list of medications that the nurses at the jail can get you.
Call my mother?
Yeah, you get a phone call when you get down there at the jail.
When confronted with the reality of his actions, Phillips attempted to shift the blame, suggesting that Fulton had been suicidal. Detectives pressed him on why he left her motionless in the dark roadway and why he evaded the police for 2 weeks. Phillips eventually admitted he fled to avoid arresting officers due to outstanding probation violation warrants, before expressing shock at the capital murder charges he now faced.
So, and I'll call Mom and let her know anyways, because I've been in contact with Mom.
We were trying to figure out, she told me get whatever I gotta get together or whatever, and we were gonna come down. Josh, your name Josh then?
Yep.
We were supposed to come down and talk to you, but then Jason Emmett, that's my attorney, he's like, don't talk to them.
Yeah.
And
Well, should have came and talked to me. I'm going to get a bag for all your belongings. Do you have any other jewelry anywhere that we need to know about other than your necklace?
What Ziploc bag you want to have in this bag?
We'll put in they got an evidence bag with all the stuff in there. We'll just add it into there. Do you have any credit cards in your
they
wallet?
got all my stuff, yes, credit cards.
That are not in your
I don't
name.
have a wallet though.
Okay. Do you have any credit cards that aren't in your name?
Well, one has my name on it, and one's like a donation. It's from the plasma center, so it doesn't have my name on it, no.
You've been donating every Saturday and Monday?
I miss days and stuff, but
Is that how you were getting money?
that's basically, I've always donated.
Do you have any drugs on you that we're not going to be able to find? Because once you get down to jail,
I don't have
it's going to be a
drugs.
felony.
I just lost a woman to drugs. The last thing I was on my mind is drugs, so.
Okay. I got a bag over there. Well, give us a couple minutes to get this stuff done, and we'll get you.
And
we'll get
I
you
was
this
told it was, like, the charge is capital murder. That's a plotted out murder. Like, how am I being charged?
I don't know where that came from. You're just saying you got a murder warrant. That's it. The grand jury and the prosecutor will decide what they want to do with it from there.
Because that's what I was doing. I was walking with, I was figuring it all out. I talked to my brother, talked to my mom. We were all figuring it out literally on the phone, last phone call. And I'm literally talking to them. They're like, well, you know how you got like F1, right? Well, this one says CA. So that's capital murder.
CA wouldn't stand for capital murder. There is no actual degree to a murder charge. That's why it's in there.
You need your bag or what you need?
Yeah, I'm going to get my bag. All right.
In June 2021, Antoine D. Phillips was indicted in Franklin County, Ohio, on charges of felony murder, kidnapping, and domestic violence related to the death of his 35-year-old girlfriend, Jamie Nicole Fulton. His first trial ended in a mistrial, and during his second trial in August 2023, the state argued that Phillips chased Fulton, beat her unconscious, and dragged her into the middle of Westerville Road before walking away, leaving her to be struck by multiple vehicles. On September 5th, 2023, following his conviction for felony murder and kidnapping, Phillips was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 15 years.